Hello. Happy Sunday to you all. How are you doing? I hope you're enjoying yourself. I hope you're having a wonderful time enjoying yourself and getting ready for a busy week beginning from tomorrow. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of our weekly parents webinar. It's free. Yeah, it's free. So if you are here, share this to every parent you know because it is free. Yeah. Okay. Today, we are going to look at something very important. But then, introduction first. Who am I? I am Mma Okoye. I am a trained guidance counselor, a parenting coach, and an early childhood educator. I am the founder, the Parents Academy, and that is the reason we are here. This is where the Parents Academy parents, we call ourselves the Hope Heroes. We gather here every Sunday to see our faces and talk about something very, very important with regards to parenting. Now, the parents in the Parents Academy, I mean the Home Heroes, they are in cohort 1.0 and we are warming up for cohort 2.0. Cohort 1.0 will be ending on 30th June. Then on 1st July, we'll be inducting new parents for cohort 2.0. Do you want to be a home hero? Let me tell you the benefits of being a home hero. If you are a home hero, number one, you are going to have unrestricted access to a professional trained guidance counselor. I forgot to tell you, I'm also a member, Counseling Association of Nigeria, Rivers State chapter. Oh, yeah? Can you beat that? So, whatever I tell you, I'm talking out of experience, knowledge, expertise, and qualification and certification. So, today, we are going to talk about responsibility, encouraging independence and accountability in children. If you want to be a home hero, there is a link in the description of this video. Just go to that link, click on it and follow the prompt. It's just 30,000 naira for 6 months. You have unrestricted access to the trained counselor concerning any issue at all, especially with regards to your mental health, your children, your career, your business, your work. All of that, you are free to meet the counselor at no extra fee. Then, secondly, you'll be in a system that is structured to help in your parenting journey. You will also get regular updates. You will be in a system that will help you to journal your progress. The more you journal your progress, both on each of your children and on yourself, you see yourself making progress, developing. The target and the goal is on personal growth, personal development, mental health stability, financial stability for the parent and that of the children. That's the target of the Parents Academy. So if that sounds like what you would love to have, just go to the description, click on the link, and become a home hero come July 1st. Okay. Then, if you are new on this channel, this is a community of parents. We are not discriminating whether you're married, whether you're single or divorcee or not. No. As long as you have children under your care, parents, teachers, caregivers, children, coaches, children ministry organizers like in the churches, in the mosque and all that. If you have anything to do with children, when I talk about children, I'm talking about children from birth to at least 18 years. This community is for you. It's a community where we talk about everything concerning the upbringing of our children so we can have a better society for all of us. Yes. If you train your children well and I don't train my well, both of them are surely going to meet somewhere. And that my untrained child will likely influence your well-trained child. So that's why we are having this every Sunday. So if today is the first time you are joining here, just know that this happens every Sunday by 8 p.m. Nigerian time, GMT +1. So click on the subscription button if you've not done that. Equally like this video and share to other parents. You can make it go viral. Let other parents learn many things about proper child upbringing. Now, I am equally available for invitation. If you want one-on-one counseling, the link is in the description. Then if you want to invite me, maybe in your church, in your program or anything, my email address is in the description. You can write to me and we take it up from there. Okay, so let's go straight into the business of the day. We're talking about encouraging independence and accountability in children. This is a timely topic. Recently, just the week that finished yesterday, I saw two stories that really pricked my heart. I'll quickly run through them before I go into what we have. The first was an 18-year-old boy who impregnated 10 girls, including the master's child. This boy is an apprentice, still learning handwork. He's an artisan, still learning handwork. 18 years, 10 girls. Now, this is the highest level of irresponsibility, both on the boy and on the girls. So everybody involved in this is to be blamed. But somehow, um, you won't totally blame them. Yes. Why I said that? Because of the way the adolescent brain works. The adolescent brain has two things happening. Number one, the amygdala is the emotion part of the adolescent brain. It's always rushing, working on, acting on emotions, and it's very, very active during the adolescent years. Just emotions. Then the prefrontal cortex, which is the part of the brain for logic and reasoning, is yet to fully develop. It develops fully at middle 20s. So at that point, logical reasoning, decision making is not part of what they are thinking. Consequences is not part of what they are thinking. They are only acting on emotions. So you see them doing things out of emotions. And based on this, I'm saying we don't blame them completely. So the parents' prefrontal cortex that is fully developed is the assistant to these children. So when you don't do what you're supposed to do, you see them acting out of emotions. When we were growing up, everything about sexual urge, we knew the challenges we had. We knew how we struggled. We knew the mistakes we made and all that. It was easier for us because some of these things were hidden from us to at least a certain age. But today, even a newborn baby will see all of these things. You enter a public transport, the music that is being played there is all of that. The adults conversation is all about sexual immorality and all that. The people, the paintings on the road, the advert, everything is just trying to promote sexual immorality. Now, for us parents and for the teenagers, this is quite traumatizing. This is more challenging for them. We had our challenges, despite that some of these things were hidden from us until a certain age. Talk more of these children. They have the same challenge we have. At the same time, these things are being shown to them. In fact, it's being forced down their throat, whether they want it or not. So you can imagine the level of challenges they're having. Then we also look at early exposure to sex, which could be as a result of sexual abuse. That boy could be a victim, even some of those girls. So they have very wrong orientation when it comes to sexuality and all that. Then we look at identity. They don't even discover whom they are. They don't even know about identity formation, identity discovery, even their values. They don't even have values and principles. And that's why I wrote this book, Between Love, Infatuation, and My Identity. This book is in hard copy and soft copy, the ebook. Very soon, the audio copy of it will be out. So any of them you want, please drop on the comment section. I mean, especially for the hard copy. If you want the hard copy, just drop in the comment section. We deliver anywhere in the world. But for the e-copy, the link to it is on the description. So you can easily buy for your child to avoid some of these mistakes. I said I had two touchy stories. The first one is this boy that impregnated 10 girls, 18-year-old boy. Honestly, that boy needs therapy. That boy needs therapy because that we are not looking at what he did. We are looking at the root of that problem. Where is it coming from? What caused that? What kind of mindset does he has? All these things need to be taken into consideration. Then the second story I had that touched me is about a girl of 17 years who went to her friend's house, a female too, to collect her notes from her classmate. On getting to that place, the three brothers, because the girl has three brothers, the three brothers raped this girl in turn. Three of them raped this girl, and according to the story, One of the boys has been wooing the girl and she refused. So when she came, I don't know whether her friend was around or not, and they raped her. The sad part became that this girl is HIV positive from birth. So she has been taking antiretroviral from birth, and these three boys automatically became HIV positive. So you can see what poor decision making can cause. One, they have traumatized this girl. This girl is already traumatized that she opened her eyes and saw herself taking drug for life. Then she was raped. What if it's the other way around? These boys are the ones with HIV. They would have given it to her. Now, in a house where a woman has three sons and the three of them are HIV positive because of lack of self-control. So parents, we need to wake up, and that is why I am making this video on responsibility. So there are little things we should be doing in the house that will help us help these children. I've come to analyze the problem of today's teenagers. They have two problems. Number one, lack of self-control when it comes to sexual immorality. Number two, quick money syndrome. If every parent will intentionally solve these two problems, you will see the problem of our teenagers will be drastically reduced. If I have hit you, give me a reaction there. Give me a thumbs up now so that you encourage me. If you've not subscribed to this channel, you are missing. Just hit the subscription button right now so that you be part of this community and you always get notifications whenever we are having anything, whenever I post anything on this channel. So if you've subscribed, thank you. If you have hit the like button or you have shared this video, thank you. If you've not, I return back my thank you. Okay, don't mind me. So right now, let's go straight into the topic. Let me bring out the slides and we move straight into the business of the day. So that was why I started with that story, for you to know the seriousness of what we are doing here on parenting issues. And if you want to do more, go extra mile, join the academy. What we are doing here is just a tip of the iceberg. We do more in the academy. You too can be part of the Parents Academy and you become a home hero. Today we are talking about teaching responsibility, encouraging independence and accountability in our children. So welcome to the webinar. What you will learn: number one, why responsibility matters. Two, how to encourage independence at any age. Remember, once a child is born, training starts. You will also learn practical tools to build accountability. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. And that's why I am still encouraging you to become a home hero. Join the Parents Academy. We have a structure. We go through process stage by stage. You will see it happen and you will see amazing things in your life and that of your children. You parent them well and have stable mental health. Your mental health will still be in a stable condition, and your finances, we also look at that. So even we give business ideas and other, we do a lot in that academy. You can't be outside the academy. Just come in. You are welcome. Our doors are open for everybody. Anybody who is a parent, you are invited. Okay, the reason why this topic is very important, I mean, teaching responsibility, encouraging independence and accountability in children. Number one, it builds self-confidence and resilience. Number two, it encourages problem solving and decision making. Number three, prepares children for real world challenges. This video, I always like to make it 30 minutes, maximum 45 minutes, so I'm not going to go into details. For the parents in the academy, I mean the home heroes, any question you have, drop it here. If you are watching after the live video, bring it into the academy. The conversation continues from there. But for here, I'll just highlight so that I don't take so much time making this video to be longer than it should be. Now, another important reason is that it reduces power struggles and increases cooperation. Last week, I said it. Connection breeds cooperation. When you don't connect with your children, you are more of exercising authority. They will not cooperate. That's the truth. Especially at teenagers, they will not cooperate. Even when we're in secondary school, those of us, some of our students who had very, very strict parents who can beat the hell out of you because you did this, you did that. Tell yourself the truth. Were they doing very well? Some of them were the ones jumping the fence to meet their boyfriends and all that at secondary school level. So this power, authority, I will show you I'm your mother, I will show you I'm your father, it's no longer working now. During our own time, we were cooperating out of fear, and it damaged a lot of us. Many of us made terrible mistakes. Many of us had no adult to run to in time of confusion. Many of us made regrettable mistakes because it was more of authority, so we could not speak out. Many of us have low self-confidence, low self-esteem. We could be intimidated anyhow, we could be abused anyhow. In fact, we could allow people come into our lives, mess our lives up and all that because of the kind of training we had. It's not working now. If you do that now, you'll be damaging a whole lot of things in your child's life. So reduce the power struggle so that there'll be cooperation in your children. Remember, connection breeds cooperation. Okay, so the next slide, what responsibility looks like at every stage. So I'm going to look at stage by stage of responsibility. Now, responsibility starts from the home. Once a child is born, let me say when the child starts walking, at that time you are telling the child, go and get me cup, go and get this, sweep the floor. Something is happening in the personality of that child. Something is happening in the brain. Now, let me shock you. The brain does not like stress. The brain wants to be relaxed. The brain doesn't want anybody to disturb it. We also have something in the brain that makes the brain to keep stretching so that the more you are trying to put in more things in the brain, the more it's stretching for you to learn more. Now, when you are stressing the brain doesn't like stress, and that is why if you allow that, your brain will just be relaxed, and before you know it, you will turn out to be lazy. That's what the brain wants. But the question is, does life pay you when you are lazy? Life does not reward laziness, rather life rewards hard work. Life doesn't even care whether you're working hard or not. At the same time, life will not reward you when you are lazy. So, but the brain wants laziness. So if you groom your child, remember this child is in your hands just like a clay. You're supposed to mold, you're supposed to shape and put in line. So when you allow that child just always relaxing, um, not doing anything, the brain is happy. But that will not pay the child because life is filled with challenges. In fact, you are lying to that child by training that child in that way because life is filled with challenges. Then the child's shock absorber will be very, very weak. If any little thing comes upon the child wants to take his life or take her life. So at preschool, ages 2 to 5, let your child start simple tasks like tidying shoes, feeding pets, and all that. Now, another thing is that when we were growing up, we had so many outdoor games. We were going out, burning this energy. The outdoor games, we are keeping our minds busy meaningfully. It was helping us develop critical thinking skill. It was helping us develop problem solving skill because we had the swirl, we have the oga for those of us Igbo, you have the ncho, we have the, which one of them, we have the hide and seek. If you remember any game you played while you were young, please drop it in the comment section. I can't remember all of them, but we had all of these things that helped us while we were growing. Today, our children are locked in flats. They don't go out. The boys were playing football then. Some of us, like those who grew up in the village, going to fetch firewood, going to the stream, all of those things helped in shaping the brain, helping to develop some of the life coping skills we have today. But today, the children are locked in the house. Some schools don't even go out for break to play because they feel the children will harm themselves or hurt themselves. Now, these things are not helping the child in cognitive development, in decision making, in problem solving, in logical reasoning, in critical analysis. is not helping the children. Yeah, swing, swing, Mr. Swing. We were swinging. Thank you, Mr. Raphael. Yeah, we were swinging. That's another interesting one. We are doing all of those things. We are helping us in while we are growing up. So you see, when you don't but today they're just in the house with their devices, tablets, computer, and the brain is dumb and thinking of nothing. That's why an 18-year-old boy will comfortably always think of having sex with other girls. Then the society is forcing these things down their throats. Even that device they're holding, even when you say I won't visit some of these sites, the adverts popping up will just shove it down your throat. So you see why we need to give them physical tasks that will help take their minds out of negative things. Now this chores, house chores, it helps them to develop responsibility, it helps them in decision making, it helps them in critical analysis. Let's move on to elementary. That's 6 to 10. Chores, homework routines, these are things you need to help your children develop at 6 to 10 years. Then the tweens and the teenagers, 11 to 17 years. This set of people are interesting set of people. In fact, I had to make out time to learn about the adolescent brain and how it works. That was when I discovered why we are having challenges with our adolescent children. So if you understand these people, you will know that they equally need help. They don't even know what they're doing. Another thing, they're also living in ignorance. A lot of them, they want to learn. Honestly speaking, I have talked with over 15,000 teenagers, and I can tell you for free that these children want to be useful. These children want to be successful. These children want to learn, but they are living in ignorance. Now, the parents, how can you teach when you don't know? We have a free webinar like this. Some won't even join to learn. Now, I did my practicum field experience in one secondary school. I walked into a JSS2 class, and these children were telling me that they don't need to be in class because they will still make money through forex trading, Bitcoin, and all that. I had to change the topic I wanted to tell them. I now talked about goal setting, how to achieve goal. I now talk to them about volatile income and sustainable income. We talked about distractors. They pointed out the distractors and all of that. Now, this is the kind of conversation parents don't have with them. Parents don't even know it's their problem that their children whom they send to school are not in class because they say schooling is a scam. Meanwhile, people are making money because of schooling. I'm even making the money I'm making is because I schooled, not because I know that because I school. So schooling is still number one. Formal education is still number one. At least get a university degree, no matter what. At least get a university degree. So these children are living in ignorance. They want to learn, but we are not teaching them. We are too busy. Now, at this point, I mean the teenagers. In fact, next week, I'm going to talk about finances because our children want to make money. That's the only thing they want to make. I was discussing with twins, two children, two girls, twins. I asked them, just one, I asked them, what do you want to be in life? The first said, I want to be an actress. I said, why do you want to be an actress? She said, they make so much money acting. I now said, okay, but being an actress can be a side hustle. I mean, what exactly, which course do you want to do so that that will be your sustainable income and the actress of a thing will be side hustle? Because one day you get old and you'll not be able to act again. At that point, what gives you money? So she was looking at me, she didn't say anything. Then, you know, children in their usual way, the next thing, medical doctor. Then the twin sister, I now said, what do you want to be? The twin sister said, I want to be a filling station. You can imagine that. I said, why do you want to be a filling station? The sister said, when we go to filling station to buy fuel, we see the pump attendants, they have lots of money in their hands. So because of that, my sister said she will be a filling station. It's not even that she will own a filling station, she will be the filling station. I don't know if you understand that. I busted out laughing. So it's still the same thing. These children want to make money. Now, what are you teaching them about money? You're not even teaching them anything about money. You're not teaching them how hard work can make them make money. You are not even teaching them how to save, how to invest. Nobody is teaching them all of that. Next week, I'm going to look at finances because it's one of the conversations we need to start having with these children, honestly. And that's why we're having a lot of the girls going into hookup, the boys going to Yahoo Yahoo, because their problem is money and satisfying their body. We should pay attention to all this and intentionally do that. Remember, today we are talking about responsibility, encouraging independence and accountability in children. Mr. Raphael is laughing. Yeah, it's quite funny how somebody will say, I want to be a filling station. It's quite funny, but that's the truth. Someone in just one. So now, for the teenagers, please, we need to pay attention. Talk about finances with them. There are lots of opportunities online where they can make money, small money. There are lots of skills they can learn. In fact, if your child is from 16 years and you have devices, channel that child's energy to learning some skills that will help them make money. If you don't know any, you can come for one-on-one coaching with your child. I will coach you and tell you the areas you channel your child. In fact, we even start with career and passion assessment. That is just 3,000 naira. Your child will do that assessment. I will help direct you on the particular course your child will do online. Free courses. There are lots of free courses. But your child will now do the particular one that resonates with his or her passion and what he or she wants to be in life. So your child will do those courses and also be open to make money using so many opportunities on the internet. So if you are in this community, let it be a rule in your house that from 16 years, your child should start gathering some skills, doing some courses. Keep them busy. Don't leave them idle. Nature abhors vacuum. When they're idle, doing nothing, that is when the brain will start bringing in all those negative things. And tomorrow your child will commit this. Another day your child will be on the social media, which is not part of your goal and target as a parent. So at this age, they should learn accountability. They should also know that every action comes with consequences. That is where discipline comes in. I talked about that last week. If you missed last week's webinar, the video is in this channel. Just scroll through, you will see last week's webinar. Watch it. I talked about discipline and how we should discipline them. So accountability, very important. Today, marriages are having problem. The men are not accountable. The women are not accountable. Everybody is behaving anyhow. Cheating is the order of the day. If you cheat, I will cheat back. If you do this, I'll do. But no, that's not helping. If marriages are crashing, how will family grow? How will human beings keep replicating? And how can we keep raising these children as single parents? We need to do better. What I'm saying is applicable for the boy child and the girl child. Let your children live the life of accountability. Let them be accountable for their actions and face consequences for their actions. The next is match expectations to your child's developmental level. So you don't something 11-year-old child should do, you're expecting a 2-year-old child to do that. That is you're not being fair to the child. Let me just say it that way. You're not being fair to the child. So the next is letting go to help them grow. Allow choices within limits. Simple things as small as the child choosing the clothes he or she wants to wear to church or mosque helps that child in decision making. So be flexible with your parenting. Encourage problem solving. It's not everything you jump in. I said it in one of my videos. Everything you jump in and do it for them. Everything you jump in and do it for them. No. Allow them solve these problems. Allow them make their choices, rather guide. So don't always be there to solve their problems. You're not helping them. Teach life skills like cooking, budgeting, organizing. Let them organize their room, organize their house, budget on the money you give them and all that. For those of them who are having pocket money and all that, then be patient. Don't say because I taught this today and you want your child to achieve all of that in 1 week. It's not possible. It's a gradual process. And that's why I'm inviting you to become a home hero and be part of the Parents Academy. It's a gradual process, step by step, one step at a time, they will get there. So you need to be patient. Learning takes time. That's why you also need to be in the academies, because you keep learning and keep being a better parent. Now, helping kids own their actions, very very important. Set clear, consistent expectations. Let your kids know what you are expecting. Don't just come out to start flogging when there is a mistake. Let them know what you're expecting. Let them know the consequences of each action. State it clearly, so that when you are giving them the consequence, they already know. They won't say it took them by surprise. Then use natural and logical consequences. Last week I said it. Corporal punishment, so aggressive. Sometimes you are meting out your frustration on the children. You're meting out your aggressiveness, your stress, your depression on your children. You are not solving the problem. So if you have depression, you are aggressive, you are stressed up, you are going through anxiety and all that, please come to me. Let's do some psychological tests and I'll counsel you. You calm down first before you meet the children. So learn to use natural consequences. There are lots of natural consequences, withdrawal of benefits. There are many of them. If you need more, come for one-on-one counseling, because our time is speedily running and I don't want this video to exceed 45 minutes. I don't even want it to get to 45 minutes. Now, avoid rescuing from every mistake. Once your child makes mistake, you come to rescue. Once there's a mistake, you come to rescue. Even in the school, you run to the school to rescue. No, avoid it. Even when your child commits in the school, allow that child to face the consequence in the school. That is teaching the child decision making, so that next time before they act, they think way before they act. And also teach them all of that. Then model accountability in your own actions. For example, last week I saw so many post on social media about a man whose side chick killed because he impregnated another lady. I also saw the one whose wife cut off the ear of the side chick because she's having adulterous whatever with the husband and all of that. Now there are children in this family. That's where I'm coming to. There are children in this family. Now, where is the accountability? The father has no accountability because he feels he's the man of the house. I'm the man of the house. I'm the one providing everything. I'm the one paying all the bills. Zero accountability. What are you modeling for the children? You are modeling zero accountability. Your sons are going to pick that. Live an unaccountable life. So you need to live an accountable life, both in your finances, in your everyday life, everything you do. Be accountable and own up to your actions. Don't do things that you don't wish your children to do. Don't do that. Model what you want them to do. Model what you want them to see. Then support versus hovering. Some parents are always hovering around their children. We call that micromanagement. You don't want them to do anything. Oh, their precious egg. Oh, they will be hurt. Oh, they will be do this. Oh, no, that does not work. You're not helping the child. So you only provide guidance. Don't micromanage. Don't do everything for them. Don't step in every time to fix everything for them. The toy spoils, you fix it. This one, allow the child to try working on all these things. It will help that child. The next is praise effort and responsibility. Praise effort and responsibility. So the children need to, you need to praise when there is little effort. Praise them. The children, you need to praise the effort of the children. When they make little effort, try to say, oh, you did well. And also, anytime they display any form of responsibility, make sure you acknowledge that and let them know that you actually know what they're doing and you praise them for that. Use positive reinforcement, very important. Don't always come out to withdraw benefits. Always make them to uh, ap- uh, always make them know that you appreciate and you notice the good thing they did. Encourage reflection. What could you do differently next time? That's a very good question to ask your children. When there is a bad behavior, when there is a mistake, always ask them what you could you have done differently next time. Don't always judge, condemn, and all that. Say, what would you have done differently next time? So this will help the child think about the mistake, think about the lessons learned in that mistake, and think about better way of not making that mistake again. Is very, very important. The next is putting it into practice. We've learned all I said. When you learn all this and you did not put it into practice, it's as good as wasting your time. So one thing is learning, another thing is putting into practice. So put into practice all that you've learned so far. If you have challenges, you can consider becoming a home hero by being in the Parents Academy, or you can book for one-on-one counseling session. You can even invite me for any of your programs. I'll be available. Okay, so key strategies: age appropriate task, encouraging independence, teaching accountability with consistency, then finally encouragement. Yeah, that's the final encouragement. Progress, perfection. Progress leads to perfection. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's all about the process. Question time. If you are watching after the live webinar, do well to drop your question, do well to drop your comment, do well to drop your thoughts, and we'll follow up on that conversation. So thank you for listening. All right. While I wait for your question, I'll not fail to remind you, go to the description. You see the link to some of the digital products we have. We have the one for teenagers, Between Love, Infatuation, and My Identity. Based on the story I told at the beginning of this webinar, endeavor to make your children uh, read that story. Is very, very important. I'm sweating just because I want to teach you people. So endeavor to make your children read that book. Is very, very important. When they read it, they will learn. And when they learn, things will be better for you and the children. All right. Thanks for coming to this webinar today. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for listening up to this moment. I really appreciate you all. Please subscribe if you've not done so. Every other thing you need to know, it's in the description of this video. Thank you so much once again. Let's do this again next week. Sunday is going to be an exciting time. We're going to talk about finances and helping our children learn about financial management. Until then, I remain your coach, Mma Okoye. Thank you. See you next week. Bye.